Welcome to Module 6. In this module, we will learn about one of the newer features of Canvas, which is Google Assignments. This component of Canvas has been released within the past couple of years. It did replace an older interface referred to as Google Cloud Assignments. So Google Cloud Assignments have gone away and been replaced by Google Assignments LTI 1.3. This interface will allow you as the teacher to seamlessly incorporate files from your Google Drive. That could include docs, slides, sheets, drawings, anything that is generated on your Google Drive can be incorporated here. Those files can be copied digitally, distributed to students, and collected from students throughout this interface. This will streamline your workflow. It also allows you to streamline your grading and your feedback loop because you can provide feedback to students, numerical grades. You can also work on revision history and resubmissions. You can trade ownership of the files with students, and so this is a great workflow for teachers and grading. You may be wondering, why would I need this new interface? And that is a great question, because even before Google and Canvas decided to work well together, students could still submit Google files to Canvas. So as a teacher, if you created an assignment and said it was an online submission type, students could submit a Google file to that. I find that the Google assignment interface is incredibly useful when you have a template that you would like to copy for students. So for example, just to put this in context, it's like in the old days when you had a paper original or a ditto that lived in your filing cabinet that you would then take from the filing cabinet to the copy machine to create paper copies. You distributed those copies to the students. They edited their own copy by writing on that. Then they submitted their work to you physically by handing that copy that they had edited back to you on paper. That same concept is where Google Assignments really shines. The only difference is, instead of having an original or a template that lives in your filing cabinet, that template lives on your Google Drive. It is some type of Google file. You take that Google Doc and you use Canvas and Google Assignments to become your digital copy machine. It will create a copy of your template for each student. Each student then receives their personal copy of your Google file. They can then edit that by typing into it, and they submit that back to you digitally. One little known fact that most teachers don't realize is that all of these copies that you have given to the students, those are accessible on your Google Drive. The great news is that Google Assignments will organize this for you. On your Google Drive, you will begin to see a folder named Assignments. Within that folder, you will see a subfolder that is named after the course as the title appears in Canvas. Once you navigate into the course folder, then you will see folders that are named after your assignments, the Google assignments that you have used, and then once you navigate into that folder, you will begin to see the student work. Again, every student will have a copy, and the file name will include the student's name. So it's very well organized for you. Of course, most of the time you will use the Canvas interface to access and grade, but if you did need to go look at that file or something hiccuped with Canvas, or you just needed access to the student file, those things all live on your Google Drive and you have access to those. One very new addition is a change in the grading interface, and it's not as much of a change as it is a new choice. So in August of 2022, Canvas and Google got together and they integrated even more closely, and they allowed teachers to use Canvas SpeedGrader with Google Assignments. Previously, you only had the option to grade within a Google interface, which really mirrors Google Classroom. These interfaces are very similar, but they do have some differences, and it's very important for you as a teacher to familiarize yourself with these differences, which you will within this module, so that you can make an informed decision about your preference. Because really, no one of these is better than the other. It's basically down to preference, but as a teacher, your workflow is very important to you, and it's important that you find the one that works best with your style. So again, you can choose which of these interfaces you would like every single time you create a Google assignment. The only bad news is once that assignment is created, you cannot change your mind about the interface for that assignment. So as we work through this module, you will get to know a little bit more about those options. As an overview, I think that you will really enjoy the Google Assignments LTI. If you do go with that Google grading interface, that is an option. It allows you to work right within a Google document, so that you have access to the student's actual Google file. You can give feedback right within that file with a commenting feature. You can also see revision history. The great news is with the Google grading interface, since you have their actual Google file, you can watch them work in real time as they type. All those file submissions are stored on your Google Drive, as we mentioned. You can also build rubrics within Google, so you can grade on a rubric if that speeds up your process. I think that you will enjoy this module because I think that this will be a great asset to your workflow. In this module, you will learn to create a Google assignment within Canvas. You will also learn to attach a template or an original from your Google Drive that will be copied for each student. You will learn to grade student work in both interfaces, whether it be Google interface or the SpeedGrader, and you'll learn the differences between those. You will also learn to create Google rubrics that could speed up your grading. You've learned how to use Canvas rubrics and create those in a previous module. You will also learn how to grade using both of those interfaces so that you can decide which one is right for you. I hope you enjoy this module, and I think it'll be a great addition to your Canvas journey.